Hello to all the girls and boys that play with gadgets and toys. Welcome back to Corby Q. I am Corby. Today, we're all about the smoke. We're going to take a look at the Big Kahuna Smoke Generator by SmokeDaddy Inc. We're going to break it down, we're going to install it, we're going to review it. Let's get rolling.
Just don't let it go, 'cause it ain't no getting off till we get there.
A little bit ago, I was in contact with Dan over at SmokeDaddy Inc., and they sent me a Big Kahuna Smoke Generator to do a review on. I am not being paid in any way, shape, or form by SmokeDaddy to do this. They just sent to me for a 100% honest review. So we're going to break this down, we're going to see what comes in the box, and we're going to take a look at it. Here's the box that came in. Let's go ahead and take a look at what came in the box. It comes with a nice wire brush, assuming that's for cleaning out the smoke outlet tube. Here is, go ahead and open this. Take a look at what comes inside. Now, SmokeDaddy offers three sizes of these. They have the 8-inch, they have the Big Kahuna, which this one is, and they also have the Magnum PIG. So we're going to take a look at the Big Kahuna one. This is the air tube for feeding the fuel to keep it smoking. Has a nice metal logo on it. You can see that. Go ahead and set that up. Now this is about, I think it's 3.5 inches of SCH 6061 machined aluminum. It's got a machined lip, so the top can fit on. It comes with a grate you put in the bottom. It's got I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a C-ring right here to hold the plate in. Go ahead and put that in. Sits in there real nice. This is the smoke outlet tube. This is going to go into your smoker, your cabinet. In my case, I'm going to be putting this into my refrigerator smoker that I made. I've been using a smoke generator for a while that I made. Took that off. I'm going to put this one on, and we're going to give this one a test. According to the website, it holds about 3 cups of fuel. It gives you about 2 hours of smoke time. They also recommend that you use wood chunks or chips. They don't really recommend pellets because it clogs the airflow for an inefficient burn. This is a spring baffle that sits inside, so the air has a channel to come up. So it sits in there something like that, probably on this side. And this is going to screw right into here. This is a nice threaded hole, so this goes in. Sorry. So you're going to screw this in. This is going to go into the refrigerator side. This will go into the wall, and this will exit the inside of the smoker. Like I said, it has a nice machine top. It also comes with a bottom cup, an ash catcher cup. This is going to sit right on the bottom, just like this. And it has a little hole here that you insert the screw into, and it keeps the bottom cup on. So it'll sit like this in the smoker. Again, it also comes with a air pump. This will plug in. This hose right here will go into the air pump, and this will feed the air through the tube. Now, it's a backdraft design, so it's kind of like a Venturi effect. You'll put your fuel in the bottom. In my case, they recommend that you put some charcoal in the bottom to get it started. So I'm going to crush up a couple pieces of charcoal, put it in the bottom, light the bottom with a torch. When it gets nice and hot, I'll add my fuel. I'm going to use some applewood chips today. That will keep it burning. The air coming through will suck up the smoke, and it will exit through the exhaust into the inside of the refrigerator. Also comes with a manual for some recipes if you want to take a look at that. You can also go to their website, which I will link in the bottom. They have a whole line of smokers, hoppers, they're pellet smokers. You can go check them out. I'll leave a link in the description. These are the 3 sizes that they offer. I don't know. Can you see that? Yeah. It's the Magnum PIG, the Big Kahuna, and then the 8-inch. And this is the one we're going to be working with today. So let me go get this ready to get installed, and I will see you on the side of my refrigerator. We're going to go ahead and get this installed. The way you do this is that the diameter of the exhaust pipe is 1 1/4 inches. So I went ahead and I drilled a 1 1/4 inch hole all the way through. I'm going to take off the locking nuts. This is going to go all the way through the fridge. I'm going to go ahead and put the washer, the lock washer and the regular washer on the inside of the fridge. Okay, now I ended up not putting the washer on this side just because the thickness in the wall of my refrigerator is almost the exact same length as the pipe. So what I'll probably end up doing is one day soon going to get another piece of pipe just to make it longer and have it come out a little farther. I do have some patio blocks down here to act as a fire brick, so in case any ash does fall out. I have this bucket right here that I usually keep underneath it. I do have some crushed up charcoal that I'm going to put in this. I'm going to get it in here. I'm going to light it from the bottom, and it holds about 3 cups of fuel. I'm going to put some apple wood chips in here, and we will get this lit. I have the hose. This is a heat-resistant silicone tube. It's going up to the air pump, which I will turn on in a moment. I'm going to go ahead and take off the bottom ash pan. Put the baffle in. We got a couple regular old charcoal briquettes that I crushed up. I'll hit with a hammer a couple times. I'm going to go ahead and put those in. Now, what they recommend is a torch. You light it under here for about, 30 seconds maybe. And then you turn on the air pump onto full blast while it's heating up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. There we go. Okay, that's nice and hot. I'm going to go ahead and get this ash catcher on here. And I'm going to turn on the air pump. And while it's heating up, they recommend to have the air pump on high just to get as much airflow as you can into the charcoal or whatever you have to be lighting. Today I'm doing charcoal to get it started. Got a nice little smoke going on there. As soon as this heats up, I'm going to put a cup of applewood chips in here, and then we will get this refrigerator smoking. We're going to smoke some cheese today. Now it looks like this is quite warm, quite hot in there. We got some smoke coming out. I'm gonna go ahead and empty this cup of applewood chips in here. Okay, I got the applewood chips in here. We're gonna go ahead and get this lid on here and let it start doing its thing. And we'll come back when that starts smoking. First of all, I want to say thank you again to Dan over at SmokeDaddyInc for sending me the Big Kahuna to test. I have had the cheese on the smoker for about 3 hours. It's in the house, in the refrigerator resting. It needs to mellow out. If I was to eat it right now, it would taste like a disgusting ashtray. So it's wrapped up. I'm going to let it sit in there for about a week. Now we're going to get to the pros and the cons of the Big Kahuna Smoke Generator. The pros, I love the design. The parts that are machined, they are machined very well. I did not have any leaks anywhere, not from the lid, not from the bottom. I didn't have any leaks. All the other, like the smoke generator I made myself leak like a sieve. This one is beautifully machined. The second is the air pump. I really love the air pump. I love that you can turn the flow down really low. Also, it's straightforward to use, it's straightforward to install, and it holds a really, really good amount of fuel. I got about two full cups of chips in the first light, and it's still smoking in the background. There's nothing. I think there's nothing in there. Just burning out what's left of the fuel. Now the cons. At the beginning of the smoke, there's a lot of billowing white smoke. You need to wait a good 20 minutes for the fire to become efficient, so you're not blowing that billowing white smoke all over your food. So you light it, get it nice and hot, put your chips in, let it settle down. It'll get to that thin blue smoke that you really, really want. There is quite a bit of creosote that will form. I mean, I got quite a bit now. This handy brush will come in very, very useful for cleaning that out. With proper maintenance, with proper care for it, it'll really work. You'll keep the creosote down. It'll season itself. It will not be as dirty every time you use it, if that makes sense. I wish there was a dampener on the air intake on the bottom, the 4 holes on the bottom. I wish there was a way to close off some of them to just reduce some of the airflow so it didn't burn so hot. It wasn't hot inside the fridge. I mean, it never got higher than 65 degrees. So that's really good. It was 50 degrees out today, and it never got warmer than 65 degrees in the fridge. So it was really, really good for cold smoking. It also will work outstanding for hot smoking. Also, the exhaust tube that goes into that comes standard with it. I wish it was a little longer for my purpose here, for what I used it on. The thickness of the wall of my fridge was just about the length of the tube, which isn't a big deal. I can run to the parts store and get a longer tube. I can deal with what I have. It's not a really big deal. I mean, it sticks out far enough. A little bit longer would have been great. It'll be long enough for your standard smoker, thin wall smoker. That being said, it does what it's supposed to do. I really like it. It produced a good amount of smoke. It did its job. I highly recommend it. What I could see this working for really, really well is someone that has a pellet smoker, like the Traegers or the Camp Chefs or the SmokeDaddy pellet grills. If you want to add that extra smoke to your food. A lot of people say that pellet grills don't give you enough smoke flavor on your food. with one of these, it will add the extra smoke that you're missing. So I highly recommend it. It was a very good cook. Well, not a cook, but a cold cook, smoking the cheese. So that is all we have for today. No matter if you're grilling it, frying it, baking it, or cold smoking it, keep doing what you do. Take care.